Is This Love by Whitesnake. It's regarded among people who like that stuff as one of the great guitar solos of the 80s. As is Still of the Night, as is Here I Go Again. Whichever version you pick for that. Personally, I love the Dan Huff version, which I did in a different video. But Adrian Vandenberg's is great too. So around that era, Whitesnake were doing a lot of just great guitar. Now, the first thing you hear in this is an E up to a B, and there are a number of points rather in this solo. One is, if you wanted to pick out one of the toughest, trickiest things, it's the timing. And the next thing is the vibrato, because in a sense the vibrato doesn't come in the places you'd expect it to. The first thing you hear is an E and a B note, just to cut out the talking and get straight down to it. You hear E and B, right? Now, if you're interested at all in learning a solo, I can show you all the notes, and then it's down to you. It's different every time you hear it. I've heard it live a number of times, and there's one point which is slightly different, in timing, which we'll get to in a minute. But the first thing you hear is this. Right? So that's an E note up to B. You'll notice the note doesn't go, it sits there. So it's E up to B, and then the note just sits on B. And sometimes it's harder to hold it there than to do a conventional vibrato. Then we lay down to the G, then right? That's the first phrase. So play that in its entirety. That's first phrase, right? Next bit is an arpeggio. Now, if you're playing a Les Paul style guitar, I would advise, purely, a bit of advice, play the solo on the neck pickup, which is that one, and then at an optimum point, which I'll flag up, flip to your bridge pickup. I think that's what John Sykes does. Anyone that I've ever heard play that solo, Doug Aldrich, for example, you can watch them, they do exactly the same. Right? So we've got this. There's a B note, F sharp going up and down to G. Next phrase is an E minor arpeggio, right? And if you know what that is, it's E, G, B, E. So spell it out, it goes like, right? Now if you play it down there, you've got quite a jump up to here. So you'd be better to go like that. That's the first half. There's your arpeggio, then and that's the whole phrase. So you've got the arpeggio first, and then a climb from F sharp. Right? So we bend the tonic. After we get the climb, then bend A. And then so this time we're coming off like a B minor arpeggio, like that. Right, so if we want to play that phrase altogether, it'd be right, so that comes off the F sharp, E, D, E, normal bend of the A. Right, at this point, I would do this. Okay, I'd flip from the neck pickup to the bridge pickup. And we get two very Steve Lukather inspired, influenced lines. As if, I mean, that one You know, if you listen to a lot of Toto, a lot of Luke's playing, you'll have heard that lick. Well, if it is a lick, you know, it's just two notes together, right? But we've flipped to the bridge pickup and we're about to play no vibrato. Right? So that line is B. It is what we call a pivot lick. B, E. F sharp, B. G, B. Then bend G to A. Right? And we do that. Now this is a wide vibrato and it can only go one way because otherwise your string would fall off the fretboard. So it kind of sounds like Journey's. You know, Journey's Separate Ways line. So it's that line. If you know that line, you've got it. Keep that static. And then in true John Sykes style, play that wide vibrato. So, lay down. And play that really wide vibrato. Right, that's first half. Same again, no vibrato. So we've got two phrases that are connected rhythmically and in terms of the climb and the pedal tone. So first time, big vibrato. Same again, bend A. Right, here comes the timing bit. Right, now that's a lot of notes to cram in to one little space, right? So we've got G, F sharp, G. Wide vibrato. Same again. B. A, G, A. Anchor the E. That bit's okay. And then, right, so that's E up to F sharp. And then down like that. But he does it twice. Right, and that goes by in a heartbeat. So that's E, F sharp, bend it to D. Lay it down to E, bend this D, and then up to D. Right? As I said, that goes by really quick. And then, now that to all intents and purposes, to most of us, that looks like an A line. This time there is vibrato, so this time we're bending the D, E, and we're pushing that G up to an A. And then that bit, right? Now that maybe sounds like it'd be harder than the bit that I say is difficult timing, but it's really not. If you know a G major scale, you know, you're fine. You know, and you just I don't know, just work that. Yeah, just play like that, right? The notes are very simple, and straightforward. G major descending scale, and the timing is right. It's a bit before. And at this point, we're back to that bit, the descending line that goes right back into the that line. So that's it. John Sykes, 1987, Whitesnake, Is This Love? It's an absolute classic, and I would recommend. First of all, that lots of bands play it. You can play it with the keyboards. Sounds great. Sounds great with the keyboards. And if you do play it, I would strongly recommend, although I have absolutely no say whatsoever, I would recommend you play John's solo. So, there you go.